Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, da, 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 da. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, da, 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 da.
All right. Sorry it took me too long to get here. I apologize. Mom stuff. Okay. Take my shoes off to get back comfortable. Hi. What's up? Sorry I didn't do last night. I didn't get home till like 11 something, and then I had to get in the bath. I was hurting. So I apologize, but I did share, Sophie, I did share your stream because I know people, I didn't know if everybody was over there or not, and I want everybody to show support. But anywho's, I got a lot to say about that mob too, but I'm going to get into that in just a minute. I got a lot to say about Momo and her bullshit that she's trying to feed everyone, act like she's Miss Innocent. Honey. I have proof. I have proof that you use Chicago Muscle and Self-Flow to do your bidding. Okay? Now, whether they know that you're telling people that or not, don't know what to tell you. But you are going around and telling people that you're using these men to do your bidding in revenge. So you can spin this bullshit all you want that, oh, they're not doing anything for me and they just don't like you, John. Bullshit. They think you're an innocent old They think you're an innocent old lady. Bless your heart, honey. You just got these men fooled. Oh, my goodness. What's up, guys? Let me give a shout out. Hey, Celia. Hey, Rabbit. Hey, KLP. Hey, Coins. Hi, Seleners. Miss Wendy, you're very welcome. Hi, Jade. Jade was first, y'all. Jade gets, she's off. Look, Jade, I've been letting you down. Because now that you have 2 weeks off work, I've barely been live. And I gotta step it up. I know, but I've just been so tired. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. Sophie, what's up? Michelle, good to see you. Let me try to scroll up. This computer is a pain in the butt. Let's see. I already got Miss Wendy, Seleners. Dirk Abitas. What is that? Hello. Hi, Mandy. Hey, Selfie Queen. Selfie already said hello. Got Mandy. Yeah, I don't want to scroll up any further because it's going to mess up. Okay. I know, Jade. I know. Like when you're working, we're here. But then when you're off for 2 weeks, Can't be seen. Sorry. It's my fault. I apologize. It is their own fault. They are going to get everything they deserve in the end. Right. I mean, because they're like, oh, John goes after families and Johnny Mac goes after families and kids are off limits. Do you know who you're backing up? Do you understand what Momo represents in our community? Do you know why we call her Momo? It's not because she looks wretched, which she does, but that's neither here nor there. That's not our issue with her. That is not our issue with her. Our issue with her is she posts our children. Our issue with her is she goes around and telling people we want to fuck our sons. Yes. Don't worry, Amber. Your son will be out of jail in no time, and then you can have sex with your son instead of your husband. And I have the screenshot. But she didn't tell you that, though, did she? She didn't tell you that part, did she? Did she tell you how she said my 12-year-old, well, who was 11 at the time, would be knocked up in no time? Did she tell you that my daughter was going to grow up to be trashy just like me? I've never done drugs. I don't drink. Well, I drink occasionally, very rarely, as y'all know. I don't have a history. I don't have a record. I don't have tattoos. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. Trashy? I grew up on a fucking resort. Trashy. She's one to talk. I don't rob places, okay? Grow up trashy like me. Don't worry, Siwa. Your daughter will be smoking green and drinking with your son in no time. Said that about 11-year-old. What about the fact that she posts children in 2 pieces at 3 years old on the internet because she don't like people? Because, and I know, she got up on Did Not and said, well, yeah, if they go after my kids, I'd go after theirs. I've never gone after Maria's kids. Okay? And Maria started posting Yahoo Nerd's daughter because he called her names, not because he went after her kids. Because he called her names. I have the message of me confronting her about, why did you post his kids? You'll see what he was calling me a cunt, and he was calling me a whore, and he was calling me a bitch. So I started posting his kids. So she's got y'all believing that mess, but that's just not true. That's just not true. And again, maybe y'all aren't aware that she's threatening us with you men, but she is. Let me show you. Well, let's show some of the stuff real quick because you clearly don't know. So 1 second. Let's see. Make sure I don't show anything I'm not supposed to. I mean, look at this shit. Let me show you real quick. Can y'all see that? Let me make it larger on the screen. 1 second. Let me fix it. There we go. Okay. It's okay, Siwa. I'll live up to my name and post your son tomorrow because we called her Momo. Because what she does to everybody's kids. I didn't post her kids, just so you know. This was way before where I had an accident where I thought the screen wasn't showing. And I've never said a negative thing about Maria's kids. Not once. I've never used their names on my channel. John did recently, but I told him, let's not use their names. They're innocent. I've never read that letter that Maria's daughter wrote. You know, the multiple letters that Maria, they'll say it's old just like they say everything else is old. And let's also talk about this shit that y'all are running with about John threatening to put Siwa's child up on a site. Do you understand that Maria and Anne and Brooke and all those other minions that run with them all stayed with John for like 6 more months after that? Cheering him on as he went after us? They had every fucking bit a part of that, their hands in that just as much. They stayed with him. They did not leave John's side. They were okay with everything everything they bitch about now. They were okay with it for months and months and months, up until he talked to an enemy that they don't like, which is Amber, because he wanted peace. That's what made them leave. Not, oh, you threatened to put a child on a site. Oh, you said this about this. Oh, you said this about the child. And no. Don't let them try to switch that up now, because that's not what happened. Hi, Big Hair, Don't Care. Thank you for those that are members. I really appreciate that. Hey, Derek, Merry Christmas. Let me just look up something. Just let me try. Let me check something out real quick. Okay. When Sherelle and Amber came on my panel, because I was hysterical mess, because this is when he had said that remark about my child. It was, let's see. Oh wait, I need to go back one. Give me a second. Let me look at the date for you. Try that again. Let me go to show all. Go to lives. He did that on June 12th, 2022. Okay. June 12th, 2022 is the night he said that with Christy Marie, who I took on vacation with me and my daughter because I thought she was in crisis. And yeah, that's how I got repaid. She can still go fuck herself. Let me take off my hoodie. So what did I say? June 12th? Yep, June 12th. Okay, let me see where Maria and John fell out. Let's see. Should be John versus the Hags. Give me 1 second. Well, I know I put it under here. I just want to prove a point. Just give me 1 second. It's just taking a minute because I have a lot of videos. I have a lot of videos of John. And why do I have a lot of videos of John? Because I stayed over here for almost 2 years calling him out for any foul shit he did back then when he was running around with those assholes and they were cheering it on and they never told him to chill out and stop or you're going too far or anything. They never had a fucking problem with it. But y'all see, when we go on panel with him, we say, John, that's too far. Hey, let's not do that. That the kids are innocent, whatnot. But those assholes never did that. Let's see. Oh, that's still where I'm cussing him out. Give me 1 second. I gotta find this shit. Do I not have it anymore? Oh, I think it's September 9th, I think. I think it was September 9th. Hey, Amber, what's up? Sorry, y'all, I'm behind on the comments. Aw, Crystal, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Chunky Chunko. What's up? Hey, Rose. So they stayed with John that whole fucking time while telling y'all that how horrified they are about what he said about my child and other people's kids, right? Okay, well, look at this. Again, if y'all over there in Mobtube want to claim you're against going after families, then be about it. Be against going after families. Because this is Maria posting Yahoo nerds' wife on their wedding day and their baby girl. That's Maria's account right there. Does it say because he's still posting my children or he's posting about me? Next. What about when she's posting Brooks? This is Brooke as a child. This is Brooke's dad who passed away. And let's do this fucking Ann Snortogram. You keep going around in every fucking stream and making comments about Siwa don't care about her kids. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to keep saying you don't care about your fucking mother. Let's do that. Because you knew John posted your mom back then when he was on panel with who again? Brooke. When he was on panel with Brooke, he posted your mom. And where did you end up a few months later? Up on his panel. So you want to play that fucking card? We'll play that fucking card. I'm going to sit here and say, you don't care about your kids or your grandkids. You don't care about your mom. If you're going to get me in every fucking stream saying that shit in every fucking buddy's comment, because you can't get enough of me. Just like your stalker's friends. Like that. Well, no, I'm not showing the face. If y'all meant me to show I'm not showing their face. I purposely cut out their faces because it's family and I don't want to be a Maria. So that's why I have it like that, to make it look like it's cut off, because I don't mean to show their faces. And Titty Lynn, For you to go on Chicago's and say that you apologize for showing my kids, when did that happen? Because I talked to you on the phone just to get an apology from you, and you still never apologized to me. You went on a drunken rant for 4 fucking hours. For 4 hours, you just were drunk and just running off at the mouth. 4 hours. Y'all give me 1 second. Hey, Jade. Hey, Derek. Sorry. Hey, Daniel is what I meant to say. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Amber. I already said that, right? All right, let's look at this other one. And Mims, hey, Titty Lynn, are you not upset that what Maria did to your friend, Mims, all those times? You don't care? I'll make it larger. Give me a second. This is the account I messaged thinking it was Mims' mom. Different last name and it matched. So no, Mims, I didn't know this was your mother. Does that make any sense, by the way? Does that make any sense? This is the account I messaged. Oh, not thinking it was her mom. Then why did you message it, Maria? If you didn't think it was Mims' mom, why did you message it? Because you were going after Mims. Does that make any sense? So, Terry Lynn, are you going to stand up for your friend? And do you understand how much she hated Maria? Do you get how far it went? Do you get that Maria and Mobtube, pay attention? Do you get that Maria contacted that daughter's dance studio to get her daughter kicked out of this dance studio that she's been with for years and doing competitions with for years? Do you get that Maria tried to get her kicked out because she was mad at Mims? Do you understand how disgusting you have to be? That's pretty fucking low, if you ask me. Look at this one. This is where she's doxing me. Since your son is an adult and you're lying about my husband, I didn't say shit about her husband. So I don't know what she was referring to there. But since you're lying about my husband, I will make a lie to let everyone know what your son has been up to. My son was 19. Stay tuned. My husband is not in the community. Neither is your son. Fair game now. As if that matters to Maria. As if she's ever not gone after our family and kids anyways. Because I didn't say shit. It was Britters, who she's now friends with, that was in my chat saying shit about Maria's husband. And I asked Britters not to dox the husband. And this shit right here, this is how she justifies what she does. Because this is the shit I'm talking about right here. I never talked to her twin sister to get clips of her family. Like, where did that come from, Maria? There she is doxing my first and last name. You poked the bear by thinking you can make my husband look bad. How? You're talking to my sister and getting clips of our family parties from her. Honey, I've never seen your extended family a day in my life. I don't know what your family looks like besides your sister and your husband. I don't know what your family looks like. So what do you mean clips of your family? We were having fun at the party. You started this. I'm going to finish it. Don't complain when I go real life on you. See you soon. Kisses. Hey, Mr. F.U., where you been? And we're just keep going. Let's just keep going with this shit. Geneva, see what emailed my boss. No, the fuck I didn't. And then Maria wrote my mother on Mother's Day, or the night before Mother's Day, wrote my mother saying, Miss Moon, I'm writing you to ask you for your help. Your daughter, Siwa Moon, but of course she's doxing me. Siwa Moon is trying to get me fired by harassing my boss because she doesn't like me on the internet. I've never contacted her boss a day in my life. I've never called that facility, that job, a day in my life. Ever. I never said I was going to, and I never helped anybody else do it either. I've been working all my life, and I've never had to deal with someone continuously contacting my boss. She chose to wait to Mother's Day, the night before, to do that to my mom. And I'm talking about 10 o'clock at night to do that to my mother. But here's what I was talking about right here. You don't know why we all think she's using you, SoFlo, in Chicago to go after us? Like, this is what I don't understand. I don't even have beef with Chicago and SoFlo. I don't like SoFlo for my own reasons, because y'all know what I've been through, and what that story that he shares, that says everything I need to know. I just I could not sleep at night if I knew I was kiki haha with someone who does something like that, because a woman, I'm not getting into it, but y'all know why I don't fuck with him like that. But that's beside the point. They're being used by Maria. But Chicago, we've been on this route before with you. You remember when you had to come on my channel and calm down everybody because all the women were worried that you were going to do something to them? Why? Because Maria was going around and threatening us with you? Do you remember that? Like, how soon y'all forget this shit? I'm going to talk to Tony SoFlo to dox her, talk about me, to dox Siwa like she did to me. She wants to use Chicago Muscle. I didn't use Chicago Muscle to dox anybody. When Chicago Muscle came over here because Jules was worried about something, and I think he was on Maria's side. Remember when he came in, he was on Maria's side first. And Maria was making all these claims about, oh, we got Chicago Muscle, they better shut up, and, intimidating us with him. So he came over here just to say, girls, I'm not coming at y'all for anything. Y'all aren't doing nothing to me. I'm just letting you know I'm not going to do anything to you. That's what he came on, right? And I told him how Maria was threatening me with my abuser, the man she's friends with now, and his minion girlfriend, who just wants to help facilitate his bullshit because she doesn't believe me when I have all the proof. But whatever, besides the point right now. She thinks I used Chicago Muscle to dox her. I didn't tell Chicago Muscle to dox anybody. I asked Chicago Muscle for support because I told him that Maria was threatening me with my abuser still, and I didn't know what to do because I was just beside the point. Like, I was like having panic attacks because this man still won't leave me alone after 20 fucking years. So she thought I used Chicago Muscle. I've never threatened anybody with Chicago Muscle. Maria has. I've never threatened anybody with SoFlo. Maria has. But she wants to use Chicago Muscle. Napa, please don't dox her further. There's a young child involved. All of a sudden, Napa don't care about that, though, right? After Napa's been around Momo and Stalker, all of that goes out the window. They're caring about the innocent child, but I digress. I'll use Tony SoFlo. She doesn't give a shit about her lies towards me. It's not fair that I have to deal with some bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck she said. Hey, Adam. Yes, she did. But y'all want to know why everybody thinks you're... Wait, is mine's on that shit of hers? Huh? What do you mean? And those that don't know, Maria messaged my sister. She messaged my mother. She messaged my brother. She messaged my brother's wife. She messaged my other sister. And then she said, see, well, I'm going to find your cousins, aunts, and uncles. And I'm going to message all them too. Because she thought I contacted her job. I don't even know where she fucking got that from. I wasn't over here saying I was contacting her job. I've never done that. Nobody's come to her and say, see what says she's contacted your job tomorrow, because it never happened. But just because she thought it was me, and again, I can't even list to you all the people that she's blamed for contacting her job. I can't even begin to list it. There's so many people that she's blamed. She's blamed Yahoo. She's blamed Brooke. She's blamed Star. She's blamed Mims. She's blamed... I don't know if she's blamed Jules yet. Like, it's just everybody that she fights with, she blames them for contacting her job. Oh, John, she's of course blamed John. Hey, Brandy. No, I'm not showing your info, but I told you who had your info, right? But that's why John thinks you're using these men. That's why they think you're using these men to go after them. And it's such a shame, Maria, because these men aren't a joke. These men aren't a fucking joke. And what was the repercussions? What was I demanded to do to get Maria not to do an interview with my abuser, mind you? All because I told Chicago Muscle, in this instance, I told Chicago Muscle that Maria was giving out my address to my abuser of 20 years. Now, she wants to say, I didn't do it, but Jen did the interview with my abuser because Maria set it up, and I have the proof. Maria set it up. Maria tracked him down. Maria got him to agree to it by feeding him bullshit, and they did it. And at the end of that, Jen goes, hey, do you have Siwa's information? Do you have her address and where the kids are? And he goes, nope, I don't know where they're at. And Jen goes, well, don't worry, Keaton. Me and Maria will tell you where they're at after this. We'll tell you where they live, and we'll tell you where your son's working after this. If we wanted him to know, we would have told him. That's a fucking fact. And you can argue with it all you want, Maria. You did do that. Y'all were a part of that. Hey, cat. Where you been? Let me get my drink. My blood pressure's going up. I haven't dealt with this shit. So she demanded I say an apology. And Merry Christmas, by the way, cat. It's very good to see you. She demanded I apologize, and she demanded that I cleared up Chicago Muscle, that Maria didn't give the address. It was Jen who said that Maria and her would give the address. And so I did. I gave into it, and I made a post. Or I didn't make a post. I went live, and I said, just to clear it up, Maria's not the one who said she was giving the address. Jen said, me and Maria will give you the address. And then she said that wasn't good enough. You can see Napa says she just said that a few minutes ago. She said that wasn't good enough. She wants Chicago Muscle to see it. So then I wrote Chicago Muscle on Twitter, and I told him, hey, just so you know, just to make it clear, Maria didn't say she was giving him the address. Jen said that her and Maria would be doing it. And that wasn't good enough. So then she demanded that she wanted it on my community tab, or she was doing the interview. And at that point, I said, fuck that. I'm done. See, because that's how Maria works. She will threaten you with your kids. She will threaten you with your family. She will threaten you with doxing and all the above if you don't do things her way. And then if you give into it even a little bit, she'll keep going. She'll keep adding shit to it. She did the same thing to Busy Blue. Told him, don't mention me. Don't mention this, or I'm going to dox you, or I'm going to, send a C&D to your job. So he agreed to it. He said that he wouldn't mention her daughter. Right? Because that's what she said. Don't mention my daughter. So he said, I won't mention your family, or your family. He said, I won't mention your family no more, but I'm not going to speak nicely about you either. She goes, that's fine. So the next time he went live, he mentioned her. And what'd she do? She went right back on her word. It says that's it. I'm going to do it anyways. When they had already agreed that that it was about not just not mentioning the family. It had nothing to do with the job, or had nothing to do with talking bad about her. One second. See what else goodies. And here's the proof right here. Here's the proof right here of her threatening to go real life on me. Siwa Moon, retract your lie about me giving your ex the address on your community tab, or I'll ask them on Friday and prove you lied about me again. You wrote it in Chicago Muscle's live chat, so publicly retract that I didn't do that. She's just nitpicking at this point, just like she nitpicks about she never said my daughter be knocked up in no time, when she flat out said my daughter would be grow up trashy like me and be a young mother just like me and would be doing this just like me and all this other shit. And then when Dom said that my daughter would be knocked up in no time, Maria said, that's right, Dom. She nitpicks at every fucking thing she says just to get out from under it and make her not look so bad. And again, y'all said families off limits. Look at this. Maria's channel, Maria and Ann. There's where she's doxing my ex and his girlfriend. Please reach out to me for a rebuttal. And then she doxes me of Siwa's response. Then doxes me again. Siwa, why are you so jealous of my ex new girlfriend? Because she's beautiful? Bitch, I'm fucking beautiful. But if you think that's beautiful, you go right on ahead. I don't care. To each their own. And then she doxes my sister. All my siblings. That's right. She doxed my brother and my two sisters who have never been tied to this fucking community. So she doxes all three of them. I'm sorry, your sister, doxes me again, is mentally unstable. Then she goes again to my sister, doxes my sister again. Give my sister a break and stop having to depend on your family at your age. You wish that I was depending on family. You wish that was the truth. Just like you wish that nasty fucking story that you and Brooke, the stalker, and the psycho girlfriend are all running around telling, saying that I left my son in the ICU when my son was never in ICU. Ever. Dumbass. The only reason he went to the hospital was for safety precaution, but you keep adding that shit to the story. He was with us when I went to go get on the bus. And why did I go get on the bus? Because my mental health still wasn't in check a week later. A week later, I wasn't strong yet. So I went to family. I mean, not family. I went to my friends, my very married friend. And again, for those that missed it, he wasn't single. He was married. His wife, his daughter, his in-laws all lived in the house. It was a 3-story house. So no, bitch, I never fucking went to go chase D like y'all trying to spread that story now. Oh, they saying I went after the roommate? Yes. Brandy found me on TikTok. I didn't go reaching out to any of Jen's family. And Jen, I just feel pity for you at this point, because the people who you hang out with now have talked the worst shit about you and done the worst shit to you and made a fool of you in any stream that you've gone into when you were fighting with them and all that shit. Anytime you come on my panel, I've been respectful, except one time when you went after my son. And that's always gloves off. You're making a fool of yourself. But what else is new at this point? But that's funny. I want to say this story. And here's the proof about her contacting the dance studio. You have a hateful dance mom who attends your studio. Mims. She spends her time calling and harassing people, trying to get them to lose their jobs. In the middle of her hate account, where she posts disgusting memes, by the way, she has your dance studio posted. Well, then what does it say about your channel? Just like Brooke's fucking channel. In the middle of y'all bragging about your jobs, y'all do the worst shit possible to people. But say it's no excuse. No excuse, right? But to Maria was excuse. To Maria it was fair game. She has your dance studio posted. I would never send my child there knowing this is how the parents behave. I'm absolutely horrified. Right? But here's a proof. Maria's the one that set up the interview. Jen's going live tonight with Keaton. Wow. Clap, clap, clap. Brooke, shut the fuck up. No fucking way. With her Valley Girl bullshit. And of course I have so much shit to do. I'm pretty sure. So disheartened that she had to work or be a mom for once. I have so much shit to do. I'm pretty sure. And Doc's, hit something. I'm sure so-and-so's busy tonight, possibly. I don't know. And I have 2 case deadlines. Fuck my life. But she made a point to be there, didn't she? When Jen did the interview, because Maria set it up and didn't want to get the backlash. She didn't want to get the heat. Hey, Velvet. She didn't want to get the heat for it. When Jen did the interview, Brooke was there. She didn't miss it for nothing. She had to ask her questions. She had to know when I disproved every fucking thing he said about me. And they'll say, no, I didn't, but I did. And Brooke, you pathetic little bitch. You pathetic little bitch, to go on and on about the fact that Keaton gave me an STD. You're missing the whole point. The point was he was a cheating piece of shit. The point was, while I was at home taking care of our son and take care of the house, he was out running around with this 16-year-old when he was 20 years old. You're missing the whole fucking point. But go ahead and defend it, Brooke, because that's what you'll do. You literally cover for every piece of shit on the internet and every piece of shit in real life. You will cover for them and cover for them and cover for them and cover for them. As long as they'll do your bidding, that is. As long as they'll do your bidding, all is forgiven. You literally try to get in the good graces of a murderer because they had dirt on me, so you thought. Hey, Ma148. And by the way, let's play a little game of truth or dare. Or not truth or dare. Let's play a game of true or false. True or false that I didn't bring my son's legal troubles to the fucking internet? True or false? Can you please answer that? Because fucking Amy messaged my son and told my son that I'm the one that told everybody about him getting arrested like a year ago or 2 ago. Did I bring that shit to the internet? Or did I defend him when these assholes outed it to everybody and I came to his defense and said that he made a mistake and he's a good kid? And that if I was around, it would have never fucking happened. You see why I hate this bitch so much? Because she spreads her fucking lies to my son and gets him upset with me. Bitch, I didn't tell anybody on the internet about him getting arrested. Your fucking friends did. It was Penelope who was running around with Brooke and Marie. And if you think for one fucking second that Brooke didn't say, Penelope, send that screenshot to John, let's get John to out it, you're fooling yourself, because I know that's shit Brooke does. I have never talked shit about my son on this internet. I didn't out the story about what happened recently either. Brooke fucking did it because of Amy's bitch ass. Because not a single person on the internet even knew about that. But now that story's out there too, thanks to Brooke and Amy. So I'm done with it. I'm not having this happen. If that's how it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. I'm not doing it. But I will make it known. I didn't bring that shit to the internet. I've never talked shit about my son on this internet. I've never put him down on this internet. I have defended him against these pieces of shit for 2 years now. I didn't bring to the internet about Keaton's bullshit. I didn't bring Keaton's name into the mix. Brooke did that shit. She's the one that reached out to Keaton and was feeding him shit about me to get him to respond, and then she plastered it on fucking Instagram. And then that's when I started to defend myself about, please leave this story known. You have like, this guy is not a good person. He's putting me and my kids through hell. That's how that story can be. Not, oh, I decided to put it out there on my own. No, she reached out to him. And then another person reached out to him and he responded. He's just loyal as fuck. What else is new? He's never been loyal a day in his life. Doesn't matter that I've raised his kids for 18 years at that time. It doesn't matter that I never tried to get him arrested for not paying his child support. None of that fucking mattered to him. It didn't matter the fact that he went to jail for a year, and as soon as he get out, I offered him to go on a family vacation with me and my kids because they never experienced a family vacation with him for good fucking reason. All that went out the window for a fucking stranger on the internet. So that's his fucking fault. He wants to go and speak to these enemies when I begged him not to because they're going to twist everything he said. And we were on good terms at that point and he still fucking did it. Then that's on him. I will not be sitting here and make him try to paint me a certain way when he's the fucking psycho. Oh, she's crazy. She thinks she's a witch. I'm not the one strung out on METH walking the streets living out of motels. He was. I'm not the one beating up on our children. He was. I'm not the one beating up on him. He was. So I didn't bring his name to the mix, Amy. Your friend Brooke did. I didn't bring my son's shit to this community, Amy. Your friends did. They have been beyond relentless. She keeps saying your son was airlifted. That was so long ago and it's not their business. It's not their business. I'm not getting into it. My son, he was never in ICU. He was never in ICU. And let me make something clear to you. Keaton and his mother were nowhere near. They weren't around. They don't know what fucking happened. So this shit that they're like, oh, we know for a fact. You weren't there. And if it was true, then why was my dad standing in with court to tell the judge y'all are lying about that story? My dad was there. My mom was on the phone with me. My son was there and I was there. That's it. None of those other people were ever near. But they made this bullshit up. They added these horrible details to it to try to make me lose custody of my son so she could keep getting child support off me, which is why her ass got arrested for felony interference with child custody. Because I went to court and proved that they are lying about that. My dad stood in court with me to tell the judge that is not what happened. My daughter did nothing to him. Keaton, you know I'm telling the truth, but you just got to keep this shit going. You and your psychotic mother just got to keep it going. You just got to make it look like y'all are the good guys. I don't have a criminal record. Again, if there's any truth to that story, I don't think she would have got arrested for interference with child custody when she was demanded by the court to give my son back to me. So quit adding this shit to it. He didn't even have one of the medicine in his system, not even one. They think that he thought it was candy. When he tasted it and realized how bad it was, he spit it out. And that was it. They took him as a safety precaution. And that is it. God. Like I said, bad enough without y'all adding your shit to it. You don't need to add your horrible bullshit to it. It's a horrible fucking story. It was very traumatic. My son didn't even remember it. But thanks to you assholes, thanks to Amy, who started hinting at it 4 months ago, I had a talk with him about it. I had to tell him in detail exactly what happened. And you know his response, Mom, I know you would never hurt me. I was like, okay, I just want you to know from your mother who was there what happened. And I said, if you want to talk to your papa about that and find out, if you want to talk to Nana about it, who knows, who was on the phone with me, they'll tell you about the rest of it. If you have any questions, but your nanny and your dad are spinning it to make me look like the bad guy because that's the only thing they have. Beyond obsessed with me. She's disgusting. Like, and how funny is it did not said, you just want to ride his D, don't you? Yes, she does. She's made it very clear that she does. She has stated multiple times she wants to fuck Keaton. Knowing what he's done, like she don't care. She don't care that a girl got up here who's known him, like I've known him for 21 years, 21, 22 years. I think we're coming close on 22 years. I've known him for almost 22 years. And the other girl, Freya, knew him 17 years. And she got up here and told all the shit he did to her. But you still think I'm lying. Like, Brooke doesn't even fucking care. Like, I could get up here with video proof of what he's done, and she will still say, it's okay, he works, it's all forgivable. It's okay, he doesn't like Siwa, so it's all forgivable. But Brooke wants to keep coming online and tell everybody she's a nurse and where she works and all that, and then try to she wants to diagnose me, not self-diagnose, obviously, but she wants to try to diagnose me, and she thinks that's not going to come back to bite her in the ass. She wants to get up here and be digging in medical stuff with my children and think that's not going to bite her in the ass. I'm not digging into your kids. I'm not digging into their records. I'm not doing that. I'm not asking your exes and people you went to school with and shit things about you because, again, seeing what you do on YouTube is enough for me to know what kind of person you are. We've seen you get shit-faced time and time and time again. And Jenny, what's that girl's name? Gamecock Jenny? By the way, Gamecock Jenny, I had no idea that you were amputee. I had no idea. So no, I would not laugh at something of that nature. Okay? I would not. So I don't know where this came from that we laughed about that. Give me a second. Where is this? 1 second. Oh, I can't fucking see it. 1 minute. How do I fix this? Oh, there we go. Gamecock Jenny, I am sorry that you think anybody was laughing at you for being an amputee. There's nothing funny about that. That's a horrible situation. And we're very sorry that you thought that. I want to say for me and my channel, we don't think that's funny. And we wouldn't make fun of you for such things either. Okay, we would not. I do need to apologize, though, for calling you cockeyed, Jenny, because that's not fair either. That was a low blow. So I apologize for that, too. I am sorry that you thought, or no, not you. I mean, I did. I called you cockeyed, Jenny, with everybody else. I said it in a chat. But that was wrong. And I feel horrible about that. I've been feeling like shit about that ever since I said it. So I'm sorry for that. My issue's not with how you look. Just like Momo, my issue's not with how she looks. That's just the shit pie on top of another shit pie with her. But for you, our issue is that you go on and you attack us because you want to fit in with this crew. That you go on and you talk about us like you know any of us when you don't. To say I'm slandering Brooke by calling her brown liquor Brooke, I can prove she's a drunk. I mean, that's easily provable. If you go to I don't know about y'all, but I've never been to a store to buy liquor and they turned me down. Because I've never gone to a store drunk. How she got there, I don't know. But she told y'all who, or somebody, the guy on the corner refused to sell me any more beer or any more alcohol. You have to be pretty fucked up for that. I'm just saying. I mean, that's never happened to me. And yeah, I had a Britney Spears one because I was drinking so much. And just in the 2-hour stream she did with Denat, and I don't know if it's true, y'all tell me if it's true or not. Did she refill her glass 5 times within 2 hours? Refilled her glass 5 times. I've seen Brooke down a bottle of vodka during a stream before. I've seen that happen before. She's come up on here and said that she's not drinking vodka because she ran out. So there's not much slandering going on calling her brown liquor Brooke. Now, I do call her brown liquor Brooke because when she drinks brown liquor, just like Keaton, she becomes violent. That's why I call her brown liquor Brooke. And I'm not the one that started that, bitch. See, I don't even know what her issue with it is with me. Like I said, Jenny, none of us know all that about you. But now that we know, we're sorry that you thought that, and that's not our issue. Right? I mean, I still have the screenshot of Brooke talking about she was gonna that she wonders if anybody can get my medical records from the SA that I've been sitting on and holding on to for a while now. And she's going live and talking about medical stuff with my child. Oof, not good, not good at all. And you can sit here all you want and say you better not say nothing. No, I'm done. I'm done. I never heard of her till I was on John's and Sophie brought her up. Actually, that's the first time I heard about her. But I don't think she's a nice person. But I also don't think she really is aware of what these assholes have done. Like she said, oh, Maria has a heart of gold. Honey, I thought the same thing too for 2 years? I thought the same thing, and look at what she says to me. Hey, generator. I thought Anna was a nice person. She is just as fucking evil as Momo. Brooke, I've never liked. I've never liked Brooke. I've always felt her energy was rancid. Always. But I still try to be cordial with her the first interaction because I didn't have a reason to hate her. I didn't like her, but I didn't have a reason to hate her. But then she immediately started doxing and it was game on again. Hey, Sunflower, Merry Christmas. I'm about to start cooking. I got so much stuff to cook and I'm wasting my time, but I know John's going live tonight. What time is it? It's 4:29. John's going live at 7, I think, to open up his presents. But with his Mobtube crew, like I said, if y'all truly want to if you're truly disgusted with what John said, then you need to hold Maria, Brooke, and Timu teeth. I was using the turkey teeth, but we'll do it. It's Timu teeth. You need to hold Brown Liquor Brooke, aka Drunk Stalker, Momo, and Timu teeth, their feet to the fire because they cheered it on every step of the way. And you got up there, Chicago, SoFlo, and y'all said about, oh, John, how dare you go after women on the internet? That's pussy move. And that speaks volumes of the kind of man you are because you went after the women. Just like you're going to war against a lot of us. And Momo's cheering on. She did the same thing with John. So did Brooke. So did Turkey Teeth, Timu Teeth. They all did the same thing. They all were on panels with him night after night after night after night after night for a year straight, cheering on every awful thing he ever said and did. They never said, John, that's too far. They've never done that. I have never seen a stream where Brooke has told anybody on her panel, don't speak about her child, don't dox her, don't threaten her, don't mention CPS. Y'all are so in open arms about CPS. It's because of Brooke and Momo that people called CPS on me multiple times with false bullshit trying to get my daughter taken away. Brooke said she was going to start a GoFundMe to help my abuser who beat the shit out of my son take my daughter away from me because they don't fucking like me. So if you're going to be against it, be against it. Y'all don't need to have those assholes in your chat to go at John. And again, if you're truly against it, be against it. Because those assholes, they do this daily, going after kids and families. Daily, they do this shit. Hey, Joanna, Merry Christmas, hun. And I hope Martin's mommy, makes it back soon. I'm still pissed off about how they treated Martin's mommy. Still disgusted with it because, just the shit he said about her is not true. Just the shit he said about her is not true. But if anybody thought for a second he wouldn't go over to Brooke will literally take anybody. She is always looking for scraps that I don't want. And I'm not calling him that. I'm talking about people in the past. Oh, there's Martin's mommy right there. There you are. She's always looking for my scraps to take in. She don't care what you've done. She doesn't care if you started an investigation on her. She doesn't care if you called her jaw multiple times. She doesn't care if you doxed her kids. She doesn't. Oh, and again, Anne, you want to play that game? Then Brooke doesn't care about her kids. Because Maria posted all of Brooke's children. There's more pictures of Maria posting Brooke's son that I haven't shown. Calling her a piece of shit mom and a drunk. So if we're playing that card, Anne, You don't fucking care about your mom and your kids and grandkids. Brooke don't care about her kids. Yahoo Nerd don't care about his kids. We can all play that game. Maria don't care about her kids because she's friends with Yahoo, who wrote her daughter. I mean, isn't that a bullshit? I mean, y'all really want to pull that thread knowing all y'all's fucking story? And what's shitty is there was even apologies made before y'all did. Maria didn't even leave y'all alone for 6 months before you chose to speak to her again. John left me alone for 6 months before I spoke to him again. He hasn't said a thing since about my kids, but best believe if he did, it would be gloves off again. He knows that. All this shit about, Siwa said she lost all respect for Denot for saying he was going to call CPS on her. But then you show the clip of what John said. It would be the same fucking situation if he did it again. So, like, again, why do I need to come on here every day and just go ham on him for what he said? I mean, I don't even know how long ago it's been now. I think it was last winter, wasn't it? So we're coming up on a year. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Thank you, Martin's mommy. Girl, people were like, she turned on you? Is she upset? I was like, no, she's fine. She's not giving that person any air because that's what they want. Thank you. 18 months. Y'all been here for a while. Joanna, thank you so much. You don't need to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Sophie got it. That's perfect. Hey, Geneva, it's crazy how fast they will slide. Anytime, every single mod on my channel, Maria has messaged to try to get them to turn on me. And a lot have, but that's fine. But people have multiple times. I don't go around scouting Maria's moderators and friends, trying to get them on my side. If that's where they want to be, then that's where they want to be. And I don't have nothing else to say to it. But Maria and Brooke and that's what they do. They speak to, they constantly try to cause divide. And for anyone that is cool with Momo, after all the shit you've seen her do to my kids and my family, and again, a daily occurrence, not one time she was drunk and ran off at the mouth. No, a daily occurrence. She's made shit up about my kids. Then I ain't got shit to say about you. I ain't got shit to say to you. There ain't nothing to discuss once you go there. For that fucking reason. Because Maria's been going after kids for how fucking long? Maria's been going after kids for 7 years. Remember, she started with Beth from 90. What's that lady's? Is it Beth? Why does Beth not sound right all of a sudden? Y'all know the lady from 90 Day that tried to get a restraining order against Maria because Maria was stalking her whole family. Zeus, she's been doing that for 2 years. Or since me and her fell out, she's been doing that. She never stopped. She has never stopped. And that's why I started telling my mods, if you're going to be talking to her, and if you just want to overlook all the shit she's done, and you want to open that door for her, then just tell me and we'll just part our ways now. She's a very convincing psychopath. Which is why my family don't entertain her. Danielle, that's it. Danielle, thank you. Beth was the friend. Okay, thank you for that, Zeus. This is why my family don't entertain her. And because my sister wouldn't have a conversation with Maria, knowing the shit Maria's done, Maria wrote my sister's boss a letter to demand he make it clear that she never contacted the job when none of us fucking know who did it. All we know is they had an accent. All we know is that Maria was live with Ed saying multiple times about, I wonder what her sister thinks about her committing felonies in the house. And then the person that called said that very same fucking thing. So that's on her that we all think it's her. That's her fucking fault. She should have been threatening it. But because I didn't want anything to do with her, like, do you understand? In court, when we went before the judge, when Maria tried to get an RO against me, when I'm not done shit to her except run my mouth about her, which I'm allowed to do you understand in court that the only thing she had to say when I read my statement to the judge, I told the judge about how Maria's doxing when I go to festivals, how Maria's doxing my kids, how Maria's threatening me with my abuser all the time, how Maria's threatening me with DW all the time, how Maria's reading court documents pertaining to what happened to me all the time, and all that shit. All these things that I have proof of. And how she wrote my mother for Mother's Day, or the night before Mother's Day, and wrote my sister, and wrote my brother, and wrote my other siblings, and said she's going to continue to go. These are the things I brought to the judge. And the judge goes, Maria, do you have anything to say? She goes, well, Steve, why do you call me Momo and put up nasty pictures? And I roll my eyes. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is all she has to say? This is what, and she's like, see what, you won't even just talk to me. Bitch, I don't have to talk to you. But that's what she does. She goes legal when she can't force you into speaking to her or leaving her alone with her threats. So all you over on Mobtube, they're like, John's trying to get RO against Maria. Maria has tried to get an RO against Real Entertainment News. She tried to get RO against John multiple times. She tried to get an RO against me. She's talked about getting ROs against Yahoo Boy in the past. She talked about getting ROs against Amanda in the past. She did try to get RO against Amanda, actually. She went to court for all these instances. Hey, Jules. She went to court for all these instances and took off work for every single one of these. But y'all think John's RO that didn't get served her until December is why she got fired in September? Like, why y'all just you just accept everything that is fed to you, don't you? I don't know why people would even entertain a conversation with Maria after seeing what she's done. But their kids are off limits, but they see what she's done and it's just all no big deal to me because we don't speak anymore. Okay. She calls everything, but she's not. She's a loser. Their chat incites it. And I know. And that's the problem because if my chat right now were to say, we're going to call CPS on Brooke, we're going to call CPS on, you can't even do it about Momo because she's old as fuck. But say people were in my chat saying they're going to call CPS on Brooke. I'm like, no, y'all, we're not, don't go that route. That's not necessary. There ain't no reason to do that. That's what I would say. I don't let my chat incite shit. I don't let my chat get here and dox everyone. I don't let my chat go after people's kids. I don't let my chat threaten people. Have you ever seen them tell their chat to chill the fuck out when it comes to me? Ever? No, I haven't. Now, I haven't seen one of their streams in a while, to be clear. So if y'all seen otherwise, let me know. But the only streams I've seen are the ones that I struck. And they should be grateful for that. Because if I were to watch their streams to see the doxing or anything, I would strike it again. I would report it again. I never came across a woman like her. She's definitely got a few screws loose. Like I said, the judge, and all Maria had to say was, see, why do you say I'm ugly? Why do you call me Momo? Why do you put up nasty pictures of me? The judge, like, let out a sigh. She goes, have a good day, Miss Moon. And I was like, thank you, Judge. Have a good day. Because that's the only thing she had to say about why I call her names. Do you know how many times she has demanded I drop a link for her to come on my channel? Do you understand how mad Anna Maria get that I won't let them anywhere near me? Who has who blocked on every fucking platform? I have them blocked on every fucking platform. Anytime they come up, I kick them out. I've banned, Anna Maria, they've been banned. Brooke, I banned recently because she had come up on a secondary account and I banned her again. I have them blocked on CashApp. I have them blocked on PayPal. I have them blocked on my Instagrams. I have them blocked on my TikToks. I have them blocked on Twitter. I have them blocked everywhere. Yes, it's my, what's those things called? Flippers. It's my flipper. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you. No, I just have cotton mouth. Look how she watches everyone's comments. And she does. She looks dumb as fuck to people not involved in this. Well, like I said, her harassing my family because they didn't want to speak to her. It's just more proof of how crazy she is. But this Mobtube having her back and coming her defense because they think she's a little old lady is insanity. Because she's everything but a little old fucking lady. She has been a monster since she was a child, apparently. Because never mind, I ain't gonna go there. Her sister has even told her that I've never asked her situations about her family, and I never set up the interview between the sister and Amber and Sherelle and them, which I didn't do that. I didn't set that up. But Maria still did the fucking interview. Right. I know S.D. Johnson. That's just what they say. But we'll feed into it. Because even if I deny it, they'll still say it's true anyways. So. But anyways, I don't got much else left to say. Titty Lynn, quit fucking lying and saying you apologized to me. You never did. You did, in fact, send your nudes to the guy in prison. You did do that. You did, in fact, say the N-word. And no, we weren't talking about Nazis, but you still said the N-word. Can't believe you fucking told Heidi that we were talking about Nazis and that's why you said it. No, we weren't. We were talking about a murder case that you were looking into about a teenage girl. That's what we were talking about. Again, you never apologized. But hey, I guess criminals would love you, Titty Lynn, because they'll get nudes from you. Any of these men go out here and commit, R and commit M's, you'll get some nudes from Titty Lynn. Thank you, Clark. You've been a member for 2 months? My goodness, thank you. Oh, no, she doxed everything I've read. No. Are you talking about the judge? No, the judge used my full name, of course. I don't go into court under fake names. But I got forced in court because Maria demanded me answer her about why I call her Momo. I've made it clear why I call her Momo. She still goes after her family, so when she stops, I'll stop. Anne's called my daughter a little bitch. A little girl. Anne has called my daughter a little bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't call your kids names. I think the only one I've ever gone in on about their kids has been Brooke because of what she's been doing recently. And I've only shared the things that have been shared here on YouTube. But do I feel good when I do it? Hell no. I hate it with a passion. I hate to even have to do this tit for tat shit with her. I hate it. Because at the end of the day, her kids are still innocent. It's her fault why those kids are like that. If there's anything wrong, and I'm not saying anything wrong with them, I think they're doing the best of what they have, just like Jen's kids. I think they did the best of what they had. So it's her fault. Those kids are innocent. I don't think pictures should be shown of them, and I don't ever want anyone using other people's kids' names on this channel. I don't care how old they are. There's no point in doing that because I don't want people off YouTube to go tracking them down and try to harass them because someone mentioned it on my channel. I never want that. Yeah, but Brooke doesn't give a shit at all. Maria doesn't give a shit. Anne doesn't give a shit. So, Anne, as long as you go around saying I don't care about mine, I'm going to say it about you and Brooke and Maria and Yahoo. Right. Well, I'm just going to hang out and cook. I'm going to end the stream, though. Well, I'm not even hanging out with y'all. I got to end the stream because I'm going to want to talk too much, and I still got a lot to do. I don't know if I'll be on later. I probably won't. I'm going to be honest because I got to cook this hamburger meat that I just need to cook and put it up. I need to do the Christmas meal, and I still got to wrap presents. And then tomorrow we're going to go to church for the Christmas service. So I don't know when I'll be live again, but I don't want to let Jade down because I've only been live once in her 2 weeks off. So I'm sorry. Like I said, go watch John later. Sophie, keep kicking ass. Jules, thank you so much for being in the chat. Zeus, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody else, I appreciate it, of course. If I do go live again, I don't want it to be about this because this shit's dark. It's dark. But I'm curious how Mobtube is going to react now that I've shown proof because their whole thing is, well, if Maria did these things, show proof. So I've shown you proof. Now we'll see what you do, but I already know what's going to happen. I already know that you're going to be like, oh, well, it was justified, or, oh, well, she's apologizing. She took it down. Or I already know. I don't envision Mobtube crew standing up against it. But y'all stated in your live about John, if you just show us proof that Maria's done these things, we'll handle it. Okay, well, let's see you handle it then. Let's see you stand up against the shit she's done. Because I can show you stream after stream after stream after stream after stream of her on panel with John and Brooke and Anne, and they're just all going ham on people. So they can sit here all they want and say that we're using John to do anything. No, we're not. They used him to go after people all the fucking time and never said that's too far. That's what they did. They want a bitch over here. Well, I don't want him over here for my own reasons. But I've never had an issue with Chicago Muscle. I mean, I don't have nothing to say now except showing what Momo's done. But I would expect him to be like, remember what Maria did and why you came on my channel the first time is because she was threatening us with you before. And that screenshot of Maria threatening us with SoFlo, you might want to clear that up. Because that's why everybody over here thinks she's using you to go after us again. Because she said she would before. See what they never showed proof, dear? It's a shame. That's a shame. I just gonna keep calling them hypocrites. And even I heard SoFlo say recently about the last thing I want to be is a hypocrite. Okay, well, we'll see. This is your chance to prove you don't want to be a hypocrite. You cannot call John up for the shit he's done and not call Maria out, who's done it 1,000 times. What you're mad at, what he's like, you're mad because he said this when Maria was supporting it at the time. You're mad that he's gone after women when Maria was on channel supporting and cheering him on as he did it for a year straight. So was Brooke, so was Ann. So if you're about it, fucking be about it. Don't be fake. And Jules, I don't even know what to say about what they do towards you and everybody else. It's just, you gotta, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say on that whole mess. I don't know what's going on with Jules. I don't even know what's going on with you and Tony and that whole history. I really don't. So I'm just sorry that you're being attacked by all of them, and all of the women from this community are cheering them on as they do it while claiming they're against men going after women. Make it make sense. And the shit of, real quick, one other thing. With Chicago, when you had SoFlo come on, it was you, SoFlo, Stone Sailor, was it Argo or something? And then was it Mike Slick? I'm still learning the names. When y'all all did that first stream, and he said, John, you were slandering us, and we're gonna get you for that, and we're gonna get your channel taken and all that jazz. Y'all first said no man should go after a woman. That's wrong. We don't care about your sexuality. You're not allowed to do that. And then in the next 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, Chicago Muscle says, I don't care if you're a woman or not. If you talk shit about me or my family, I'm coming at you. That's what he's doing. So figure out which one you're sticking with. I know. I haven't seen all of it. I just catch bits and pieces of it, and I can only stomach so much. I don't like any slurs. Y'all know that. I hate slurs. I always try to be politically correct when it comes to my channel and what we speak on. And I just can't stomach that stuff. It's really, and upsetting doesn't even put into words how it makes me feel. So I can't imagine how it makes everybody else feel. But anyways, I'm going to get going. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for being here. Sorry it was a short stream, but I have to get to cooking. And if I don't, I'll be wanting to chit chat all night. And again, I know John's supposed to go live later. Sophie, are you going live later? I think you already went live today. Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone. Everyone who does celebrate. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate other religions. Happy Kwanzaa. I don't know all the rest of them. Feliz Navidad. But Brooke, put down the alcohol and just find something else to do. God almighty. Is it like, you don't even try. I don't like code for one fucking bit. I'm just saying right here. I don't like code for one bit. Sorry, Princess couldn't find her phone. Hey, Shelly. Code is the least problematic. The reason I have issues with Code is because what he did at Britters, and even though Britters has done the worst, like has gone ham on all like a lot of people and used Deadly to go after a lot of us. Those for those that don't know, Britters and Code had a relationship type situation going on back when he first came to the community. She shared pictures to him and videos of, I'll just say what adults send to each other, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to be PG in this. She sent videos that were compromising, and y'all catch my drift. Anyway, she sent it to Code, and when her and Code fell out, he shared it with other people and allegedly posted it on Reddit. That's all I have to say about that. Like, that's enough. That's enough. What happened then? Thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I know. The slurs, I'm not a fan of any of those slurs, and y'all know that. So I'll never be in there supporting anybody that's going to be using those on a regular basis for sure. Code never goes after people like them. Yeah, but what he did to another woman is just wrong. It's just wrong. There was no excuse to do that. Now, Britters, to be fair, she ended up sharing his pictures too. So it's wrong. It's still wrong. But that could have put her in a really bad situation. People were going to call CPS on her, saying that she was doing it around her kids. And yeah, I don't know why these people in this community want to link up with randoms on the internet and just immediately start sending shit like that out. I don't get it. Oh, she lied about that. What do you mean she lied about that? So then who put it on Reddit? I remember the streams, though, of Code being live and saying that he was going to out those pictures and those videos. And he was telling everybody in great detail about what she was doing in the videos. What's up, Amzi? So how is it? I'm confused. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to explain the truth of it, because that's a huge deal to me. Son of a biscuit. I cannot get this. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to drop the link. I would love to know what happened. What the fuck? I can't do it. Am I not hitting the screen? There we go. Son of a beach. I gotta get me a new charger. Why do people in this community love to weaponize CPS? Oh, and let's speak on that. Since you opened the door for that, I want to speak on because I know that Momo and Brown Liquor Brook and Timu Teeth goes around and says, well, see what weaponizes CPS. I've never weaponized CPS against anybody in this community. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I've never in my life called CPS on someone because I didn't like them. I have only and will only for the rest of my life use CPS if I witness a child being abused and being put in dangerous situations constantly. That is when I'll call CPS, and that's the only time I've ever called CPS. Ever. I don't call CPS and make false claims to get someone's child taken away from them like Brooke and them had this psycho bitch do to me. So if y'all going to tell the story about it, you need to tell the truth of it, that I used CPS when I thought a child was in danger and I witnessed abuse go on around the child, in front of the child, to the child, all the above. Y'all are talking about shit from 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But I shouldn't be shocked because y'all are talking about shit back when I was like 20 years old. So am I really shocked? No. But don't add your shit to it. Like, why do y'all always have to make it so much worse than it is? Oh, that's right. Because if you told the truth, everybody wouldn't be so outraged for you. I agree, Summer. I agree on that part. I agree. Because, I mean, a lot of shit's been done. A lot of horrible things have been said about people's kids in this community that she was on board with for a long time. But I don't know. I just. Oh, see, I didn't know she shared it first. Well, I'm waiting for Amzi to come up. She said she wants to come up and speak about it. So, because I don't want to say anything wrong, but that's why I have heat with him. Absolutely. Like I said, they were talking about calling. Did not was talking about. Here's the shit. Did not say he was going to make false CPS calls on me recently. And where did he show up the next day? On Brooke's channel. But she wants y'all to think she's not okay with false CPS calls on me. Get the fuck out of here. When the CPS in this state is notorious for trafficking children. Notorious. And I did my own digging on someone, on that certain somebody, and I've seen enough. Like, wow. Yes, she was, Summer. Thank you, Jade. Jade, dude, my TikTok is all out of whack. So this is what happens, Jade. On my TikTok, every time I go on there, it'll say, Jade and 6 others wrote you a message. And then when I go look, it doesn't show anything. I don't know what's going on with my TikTok. It does it every time I get on there. It's a pain in the ass. But I don't know. I wonder if I and like upload it again. Let me make sure. 1 second. Let me make sure it's you. 1 second. Where's the daggum? That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Okay, it's her. All right, you can go back off camera.
Shit, but it's me.
Okay, what's up?
Oh, you're good.
Huh?
Oh, wait, hold on. I can hear you. Hi, how's it going? I literally clicked in and was like, I know this story, but I'm actually getting it confirmed. So it looks like, okay, so I remember, so Brittany did send his photo out first, just FYI. And then I believe he did possibly put one of her videos out. That's what I'm getting from Deadly. So Deadly says he did put one of them out. I remember him only threatening to.
Wait, Deadly said that Code put the video out.
Right. And I'm not sure if that's because he saw it or because he was told that, though. So that's like 50-50. But I will say it was back and forth. You know, it was and it wasn't just her, because I mean it was her, and then Muscle used it as like they did a whole live of it with like a blown up picture. I mean, it was blurred out and stuff.
What?
Yeah. So it, you know, Brittany and him were kind of just going at it, and then Chicago Muscle's the one that stepped in and made a whole live about it. You know what I mean? So that's where it got like out of hand. And I think after that, he did share at least one of her videos. I don't know if it was him though. Like, I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to put that on Code because she also has a lot of videos out there that she sent people. So it could have been anyone that put it up. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Because I don't think Code's
yeah, that's different than what I was told. So because
yeah,
I was told that he just did it out first, so she didn't return, and that they were talking about calling CPS on her to get her kids taken, saying that she was doing it with the children, like, which is beyond disgusting and horrible to say.
I think what happened at the time is that she had messaged him that she was like busy with her kids, and he kind of just kept going, you know, kept writing like sexy things to her. And so she kind of was like turned off by that. And then they stretched that, you know, into he's a, you know, a chomo or something. But he was just in the moment. He probably didn't read the message, you know what I mean? But no, that was Deadly that said that she was doing stuff next to her kids. Yeah, that's what Jade said. Yeah, that was Deadly.
Of course. I don't got nothing. I have nothing I say about that man either.
Well, I will say this, that I was there when he got sent the video, and I have seen a screenshot of it, and there is legs in the video. Now it looks like it's her baby daddy's laying next to her, but she's told him it was her kid because she doesn't want the baby daddy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not any better. That's actually worse.
She was holding her kid while doing this?
No. It was like a video of her touching herself, and her baby daddy, like Tom's legs, were in the video.
Oh God, and scared the fuck out of me for a minute.
Right. But she then said, no, that's my son. To Deadly, he was like, I can see Tom's legs, and she's like, no, that was Wesley's legs.
Yeah, that's much
and
worse.
He's like,
that's much worse.
Yeah, and that's when he went live and was like, well, I guess she, you know, has her son next to her when she's sending me videos. So it wasn't like he just pulled it out of nowhere, but none of that should have ever been live.
That's the whole fucking mess.
Yeah, it's all confused and backwards and forwards. So yeah,
Where you stand now with in the Deadly Britters? Because I know sometimes y'all are friends and sometimes y'all are enemies. Again, like, are y'all cool now, or did y'all figure that out, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with both of them and different terms, like both of them just platonically, obviously Brittany platonically, but Deadly is kind of like a little brother, so he's always going to get on my nerves and go too far, and then I'll block him out for a while. But I have a soft spot for him, but he does need to definitely get like a better mentor than Chicago Muscle.
Girl, the things he said about your kids are just...
I don't even know what he said. Oh.
And the things he said about Brittany.
Oh, Deadly?
There's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason to go to those levels on anybody.
No, I know. I mean, y'all know that I have kind of the same... I guess it's because I kind of have the same vomit, like, of wordsness, and I've gotten, imagine me at 27, I was way worse than I am now, so my hope is like I could like help him kind of, but at this point it's like from a 20, like a distance, like if he wants to vent, that's cool, but I can't get too involved in that, especially the relationship. I'm not getting involved in that.
That whole story's dark, but here, I'll say about Britters, when he was going after your kids, she was up there with them. So, and she's been up there when he's gone after other people's families and doxing. Hell, he's doxed me and I never said anything bad about him. Not at that point. And because she was like, and she was every part of it as he was when they were going to that route on me. And I didn't even say anything about them except that they're going too far on everyone.
Yep. I know.
So I don't come to her defense much, but with the code thing, I thought, that was just the worst of the worst. Well, not the worst of the worst.
Yeah. No one should put out anyone's photos. Like I've, because, to be quite frank, I've passed mine. I've never really had anyone share mine. So I don't, except for Jen Bailey, because that one time with the, either way, it's better if you don't send pictures because then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. No.
And if you're with a real man, he's not going to be asking you to send them a bunch of pictures. Like my boyfriend now has never asked for that.
Especially in the YouTube world. I mean, friendships last about, a few weeks tops usually. And the flip-flop, unless people flip, they go to the extreme on everybody. So I wouldn't send it to no one in this community.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
Well, don't do it again.
No. And that's why I was like, didn't anyone learn from me? Like, damn.
I have seen... I remember Terry Time says she has Jen's nudes, your nudes. I have Titty Lynn's when I didn't ask for them, but they were sent to me because she sent them to the prison. And that was traumatizing enough. I think I've seen Jen's nudes once, and I was like, what the fuck? That was...
Yeah. She sent them to everybody. So
City, okay?
It's interesting. I mean, it should be like a calendar somewhere of them. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, people.
Holy hell.
Serious. And of course they got Lindsay over there just gassing the fire with false information.
She is Lindsay was the first victim of Jules. Do y'all not get y'all
seriously?
They clearly, yes, that's what Soplo said, that Lindsay was the first female victim of Jules.
Oh my God.
They're so lost and for they have no idea what they're talking about.
Seriously.
Starter.
I mean, she is. And she's over there I know the story about everything. And I once helped Amzi with her channel. I'm like, you did what?
Well, she went berserk over sending money and then she got it back and she still runs her mouth about it all the time. Oh, Jen's here. Bless her heart.
Is she?
Yeah.
Where? I did. Oh, yay. No, just kidding.
You want me to add her or no? Oh, nope.
Sure, I don't care.
She bounced out. Jen, I was about to let you up, but no, actually, if she says anything about Sly, it's a dunzo.
Oh, I don't know what she's been saying about Sly.
She keeps going after Sly's husband.
Oh my God.
In the worst ways possible. So
Jen, cut it out, man. Cajun Brandy.
I don't even know what she fucking said on Donuts. Like, I heard it was really bad, and I heard she was mentioning my kids again. So I don't know what her fucking deal is. And she's back.
Hello.
And she's disappearing act. She's a magician. Like, why do you keep coming up and dropping right back out?
What in the craft is that photo she's using? Looks like she's
Oh.
on the cover of The Craft. I'm not saying it's a bad photo. I'm just.
As soon as I put her up, she drops.
I don't know what's going on, Jen. You having issues? You have to go in on Chrome, supposedly, and I think I did.
Oh, I didn't know that you have to do that.
No. I'm not fighting with Jen. Actually, I've last time I spoke to her, we fought, and then she called me back, and then I called her back expecting to fight, and she was like, "I'm sorry."
I ain't been disrespectful to her anytime she's come up, except the one time she came up mentioning my son, and then I went ham.
Mm-hmm. I can deal with her as long as she doesn't get cross any lines, you know.
Well,
But then she'll call someone else.
Like the last time she came up, she said, "I came up here to talk to you, Siwa." Then she went crazy on Sly and John, and I forget who else. She just went in on everybody in the worst ways that she could think of, and then said she was up there to talk to me. Don't work that way.
No.
All right, Jen, I guess you're just playing a game. Fine.
Is it really her?
Went on AJ Live talking about dead twins. Who's AJ?
Oh yeah, that was Angela Jade.
Who?
Angela Jade.
Well, who has dead twins?
She was talking about Brandy being pregnant with twins, and she was just like, and the pregnancy didn't. Yeah.
Yes, y'all, it's Jen.
And it's like, why?
Joanna says Merry Christmas, Amzi.
I yelled at her for that one, Brandy. That's why I called her and was like, you need to stop talking about things you don't know the answers to.
I don't understand her. Like, I don't understand how she leaves and gets, like, nobody was mentioning her, you know. And she
Thank you, Joanna.
Gents, like she does. Yeah, I don't think
she bashes everyone. No, she's just being dramatic. But I'm going to drop down. Speaking of kids, Christmas, and I got to wrap more gifts. I've been procrastinating. I'll be in the chat, though.
Merry Christmas, and I'm happy you got the
You
boys.
too. Yes.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye. But I need to take care of my kids. How would I take care of them? They don't. I'm sorry, Brandy. I forgot that. Damn, I almost slipped on my kitchen rug. I am so sorry about that. I didn't know who she was referring to. I mean, she makes up so many stories. I didn't know she was trying to say that about me or something. But I apologize. And MW, thank you for being here. I don't know why she does that. Why does she keep clicking the link and then just like to pop her face up and then she runs back out again? I've never let her up on this panel again with anyone that doesn't like her, to be clear, ever, because I'm never letting her do that to people again, what she's done to Sly. I still am disgusted that she went that level with Sly. And then again, did not want to say, Sly, quit crying about your husband. We don't give a fuck. Wow, really? Because we cared. We were disgusted with it. One of the biggest mistakes I made was trying to tell him how to get a hold of Jen. He said he wanted to just ask her how she's doing and whatnot, and then ended up bringing her up on panel to run her mouth about everyone, which I was worried about, and I should have stuck with that. I should have. Her living situation. She lives in a house, yes, that her Clint's mother paid for, and that's about it. She don't have to pay for anything. Ooh. Brandy's not in the mood for your shit, Jen. I'm not either, to be clear, but I just don't get you. I really don't fucking get you. It's like you want us to hate you, Jen. And Jen, your anger for everyone is the anger you should have for people like Brooke, who goes on and on about what your son did with your mom. Like, you don't have no anger. You got nothing negative to say about her, knowing the levels she goes on everybody. But we're supposed to have sympathy for you and be cool with you. I don't know why she is coming up, but at least you know she was watching it. She always does. Every time I've gone live since she came at that first time, she's tried to grab the link, and I just haven't let her up. Well, let's hope it's just. I'm still hoping with Jen it's just a fluke, and she's not trying to come back in this shit. But as time goes on, she's becoming more and more active and still speaking the same bullshit she spoke before she got arrested. And Jen, stop blaming us for why you got arrested. And stop telling Denat that the abuse with Clint are just claims when we have videos. The abuse against Mike wasn't a claim. We watched it all go down live. But you want to blame us for that. Another Keaton situation. So it's my fault you got arrested, right, Keaton? Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that. No, she can't turn her life around, unfortunately. All right. For real, I got to get going, though. I got to cook. And it's like getting late. All right. Y'all have a great day. Great night, wherever you are. Put some rainbow emojis in the chat because we're proud allies over here, which is why you'll never catch me on that Mobtube side. Because I don't play around with stuff like that. Saying the F slur, just because you're not saying it to a gay guy doesn't mean it's any less offensive. Saying the N slur, just because you're not saying it to a person of color makes it any less offensive. It's wrong. No one should say it. It shouldn't be said. The only person that's allowed to say that word are the people who took back ownership of those words. Okay? Okay. And it shouldn't be used in a derogatory way anyways. Anywho's, I'm going to get going. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I will try to be live again tomorrow if I'm not too tired after church. If not, it'll be soon. And hopefully not drama. Hopefully just hanging out. But I might go on John's later tonight if he's up late. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored again?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry